Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are checking out Empire Records, the 1995 musical comedy. I'm not really sure what this movie is about. In fact, I've never heard of this movie before until people started to recommend it to me, especially on my Patreon. I had a few people on my Patreon recommend this movie to me, and so I am very excited to check it out. It looks like something that is kind of right down my alley. I know I've been watching a lot of action movies on this channel, but I also love musicals. Musicals I didn't used to like, and then I started to watch some musicals like La La Land. I watched Hairspray, not the original Hairspray, the other Hairspray with Rebel Wilson, and I enjoyed that one. La La Land is one of my favorite movies of all time. And then I started to go down like musicals that I hadn't seen before. And so I think this movie has musicals in it. It's called Empire Records. That sounds like some form of record store, music store, musical movie. I'm pretty sure that in this movie there's some fourth wall breaks. I'm pretty sure that they use fourth wall breaks. I don't know how liberally they use them. I don't know if it's every 5 seconds like in Deadpool, or if it's just like sometimes, or like some characters do and some characters don't. Not really sure how that works, but I'm excited to check it out. Besides that, there are two versions of the movie. I know that there are two versions of the movie. One of them is just Empire Records, and the other one is Empire Records Remix Special Fan Edition. Now, I am watching the original Empire Records. I think the Special Fan Edition came out in 1996, I believe, on Amazon Prime. I'm watching this movie on Amazon Prime Video, and let me tell you, it is really confusing because the one that I'm watching right now is labeled Empire Records Remix Special Fan Edition. So it says that I'm watching the Special Fan Edition. However, this movie is only an hour and a half. The other movie that is labeled just Empire Records is an hour and 46 minutes. So I was like, what the heck? That doesn't make any sense. And so I had to do a little research. Turns out that the hour, I think they labeled it wrong because the Special Fan Edition obviously is like an extended cut of the movie, so it's going to be longer. So I think that Amazon Prime just messed up the posters and messed up the titles of the movie. I'm pretty sure this is the original one. The reason that I'm not watching the extended cut is because I have to pay for it, and then this one is free. And yes, I'd only have to pay like $4.99, but I just wanted to watch the original one like most people would have done in the theaters. However, if the remix one was free, I would have watched that one as well, but because I'm a little bit of a cheapskate and I think the original one is going to do just fine, I chose to just watch the original one, even though it took me a while. I can't believe that they made it so confusing. I can't believe that they messed up the titles and gave the shorter movie the extended version's title. Doesn't really make any sense to me. Anyways, besides that, don't really know what else is in this movie. I don't really know who's in this movie. I know Liv Tyler's in this movie, and that is it. Again, don't know if this is even a musical. I'm pretty sure it's a musical, but I'm not 100% sure. Don't know if it's a comedy. Don't know if it's a drama. Don't know if it's serious. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a comedy musical though. But anyways, before we get into this movie, let's do the lighting. Let me just turn on my light and we can decide what color it should be. Boop. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so the lighting today, I'm going to stuck between like red and yellow. So I'm going to go in between and I'm going to go orange. Red, I don't know why red. I think red just kind of screams boom, stage, Broadway, and I don't really know why. I think I'm just thinking of like cabaret in big red letters, even though this isn't a cabaret and I don't think that's going to be in this movie. But for some reason, red is just on my mind for this movie. But then yellow, because I feel like lights on a store, if this is Empire Records and that's a store, then lights on a store are yellow usually, so the yellow lights to reflect the store. So I'm going orange, a mix of the two colors that are having a war in my mind at the moment. Anyways, that is enough for the review. This pre-review of the movie, I guess, has been very, very long. So thank you for sticking around if you're still sticking around. I hope you enjoy the reaction to Empire Records. While I'm jamming out, look, I got stuff on my wall. I have an Interstellar poster and 2 Star Wars posters, and the 2 like little squares are disc plates. Not sponsored by Displate or anything, but they're really good. Go check them out. Oh, yellow. See, yellow for the title? I was pretty good. And look, the yellow lights in the sign.
What are you doing in here?
My life has reached its pinnacle.
So dramatic, this man already. I like this guy already. Lucas, I think his name is. Touched his beard, touched his drumsticks, isn't even counting the money. So it is Empire Records, and then it would be, oh, Music Town's trying to take it over. Oh boy. This movie kind of feels like a play, just with his acting, his dramatics of the lines, I guess. Is he gonna take, did he take all that money? Is he gonna go gambling? Mr. Lucky over here.
Your style.
Oh, Joe told me to count it twice.
No more bets, please, ladies and gentlemen. Bets down.
Okay, he did count the money though, so that's good.
Sex.
I know.
Same lucky shooter. Get your bets down, please, ladies and gentlemen. Hot shooter on the line.
Why is he so good at gambling? What the heck? Doesn't make any sense.
Clubs of my friends that work there, thus striking a blow at all that is evil and making this world a better.
See, it sounds like a play, like he's acting on stage.
2 reps and a roll.
You know something? You used to be cute.
Oh my god.
What happened? What happened?
I do not regret the things I've done, but those I did not do.
I do not regret the things I've done.
Lucas doesn't have any money, and Joe let him close the store last night. Yeah, so?
He's putting 2 and 2 together.
Empire Records open till midnight. This is Mark. Yeah. Hey, it's the bank.
Who shops at a record store at midnight? Kind of crazy hours.
Oh, Lucas? No, wait, come on. I'm sure Lucas. No, here he comes.
Oh no. Oh no. There's gonna be no money in there? Oh, this is trash. No.
When did you have time to make these? That says there's 24 usable hours
Dude.
every day. Thank you.
It's what's her face? Incredible Hulk, Lord of the Rings.
All right, show. So today,
What's her name? Arwen in Lord of the Rings? She's Aragorn's girlfriend, the elf lady.
My wife left me for another woman, and my girlfriend forced me to leave at gunpoint. Does this qualify me?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That's some really bad luck.
Now, how do I do that?
You say I love you. You want written instruction?
I like Joe.
I'm gonna tell her this morning.
Good.
By noon.
Right.
Definitely.
That's not the morning, man. That's afternoon.
Well, good luck.
Well, thank you.
By 1:37 exactly, Joe. This is a fun movie so far.
oh no.
What does that mean? Oh, you get to choose a song? This is an intense song to be setting up shop. The soundtrack is really good in this movie. The vibe section. Okay. You can't do that.
Joe, it's Rex Manning Day.
Rex Manning Day.
Who's Rex Manning? Okay, I'm glad I asked, and then the movie immediately is showing me. Wait, he has his own day? What? Or is it just like because they like his songs and his sex appeal?
Manning Day. Uh-oh. Mark. Lucas.
Oh no, are there pennies? What is that?
Where's the money?
Joe, the money is gone.
Yeah, I know it's gone.
No, it's gone, Joe.
Recirculating.
Oh no, his pennies.
Okay.
What makes you think that?
Who knows where thoughts come from? They just appear.
This guy is an insane man.
You Corey Mason?
For me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, thank you.
Why is everyone in love with her?
Like that? No, I didn't. I'm sure he didn't mean it like that.
Excuse me.
It's funny that the cash is on like another level.
Hi.
It makes everyone else look really small.
Hi, Deborah.
Wow, Deborah's a little mean.
I swear to God, if you're fooling with me, I will kill you. Hey, Jay.
He kind of reminds me of Spock. Lucas kind of reminds me of like a more human Spock, if you know what I mean.
I have got no choice.
I can close.
No, shut up, Lucas. No, 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 never a good idea to do this. Okay. It's a little patchy. Okay, there we go. At least she knows what she's doing. Do you think this was like her actual hair that she's shaving off in the shot, or do you think she shaved it off beforehand and this is just a wig? Like, what is he, why is he doing this? Why is he doing this, gluing pennies to the floor?
So I have to tell Corey that I love her by 1:37.
That's an excellent time.
He's literally like Spock, Sheldon, and Bob Ross into one person.
Funny. I'm not joking. I'm not gonna let you go out of here until you tell me what's going on.
Mind your own business.
She's fine.
See, this guy's trying to help, but it's also intrusive, you know? And I don't think he knows Deb well enough.
Yesterday you were normal, and today you're like the Chinese guy from the Karate Kid.
Mr. Miyagi? I love that man.
Why'd you do that? Just your typical nutty teenager in America.
I hope they're all friends by the end of it. This guy in the background is just like, yeah! What the heck? He just started like a rave or something. What just happened?
I have to go to the bathroom.
Oh my god, you can leave the couch. He was being... You know what's the word. He was not being literal. Excuse me, ow. Excuse me, ow. I love it.
These. Now they're my special recipe, and you know what that means. Ooh. Lots of sugar.
Oh my god, I thought he was gonna say weed or something, but just lots of sugar.
Please, I want money.
This movie would be very fun to film. It's just the actors just vibing and dancing, basically. Do 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 do.
Love won't pay my bills. I want money.
I want money. I want money too. This is also quite funny. This song is very important to the story.
Could have bought him out eventually.
You were gonna buy Empire?
Well, that's a good thing, right? Wow, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, it would have been great, except Lucas.
Joe.
Yeah, and the man calls all the shots.
Damn the man.
Okay, but you can't just say that and expect him to be damned. They're gonna pull a fundraiser? I hope so.
We're both screwed. At least you're used to it.
That was funny.
Of flesh mutilating silver appendages and your brand new.
Sorry, yours is not as good as hers. Was very quick and very brief, and it worked very well.
No, not today. We can't.
This looks like an amazing store. What the heck? Like, I would love to go to a store like this.
Not on Rex Manning Day.
Some fourth wall break there. See, it feels like a play. It feels like a play that was turned into a movie. There are definitely theater-esque elements to it. He's still not getting off the couch. Lucas, man, you're taking it way too literally. Oh, is Rex Manning coming to the store? That's why it's Rex Manning Day? That makes a lot of sense. Whoa, whoa, you're stealing, kid.
Leaving.
He's taking the pillow with him. What is this man up to?
Yeah, I know. I was kind of thinking about, Mark.
This kid just stealing so many records. I hope Lucas just beats him up. Jeez, he probably lost his voice for the next 20 years after that scream.
After committing the crime?
Yeah.
Definitely an amateur.
Dude, what the heck? Lucas is everywhere. It's like he can teleport. How is Lucas doing this? I don't know. Do I care? No.
America buys your records. Now, come on, we got a lot of fans waiting in there.
I hate Rex. What the heck? He's such a butt.
Old enough to kick your butt through your skull and splatter your brains on the wall?
Yeah, he's a juvenile. No. Oh, thanks.
Why are these kids saying that? Does he want to go to jail?
Why don't you go shove him up your ass?
Because it would hurt a lot, Warren.
He just takes everything so literally. It's the best. This kid is kind of gross. I'm gonna be honest. This kid is kind of gross.
You must be Jane, right?
Me, Joel, you, James. Shut up, Warren.
This is
Warren can literally go bugger off.
Just let me introduce you to everybody. This is Gina. This is Corey. Lucas.
How did Gina get changed so fast? What the heck?
See, he likes it.
I like it.
Corey, shut up.
All right, let's go to work.
Starstruck lady.
Excuse me.
What's wrong with that chair? It's so cool. What the heck?
Bye.
I hate him. Mr. Manning, go away forever. He's so deluded with fame.
Stop and help him. Does Axel have a jack?
I love the sound effect of the clock ticking.
Lauren, where do you get this hostility from?
Why are they just like this shoplifting little punk kid? Stay with them. Yeah, you deserve this pain. You deserve this pain.
Do any of you like Rex Manning's new record?
I guess they're keeping him because the police have to come, right?
Say no more, money more. Say no more, money more.
What is she trying to accomplish by singing in front of his face?
That's funny, huh?
I love that everyone finds it funny. I just think that's hilarious. I feel like the drums are a good instrument to get unfrustrated. There's gonna be a lot of copyrighted songs in this movie. Probably a lot of just silence, because all of these songs are very heavily copyrighted. This is such a good movie. I just want to like do this, you know? Okay. I thought they were naked for a second. I thought they were naked. And I was like, hello? You can see into the booth.
How are you? Mitchell Beck. I own this place.
Oh, Mitchell, get out of here.
Oh, nice.
Good to meet you. I don't know. I tried to make a pun, but it didn't work out.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
Oh, no, you're a busy man. Let me.
I said, oh.
Oh, hello. The music cues are really good as well. The chest touch followed by the wow wow. How are they gonna get this money though? That's the thing. I like how he covered for Lucas though. Joe's nice. I like Joe a lot.
Corey,
I like Deb. She's very interesting.
It's
not 1:37 yet? Oh my god. This movie.
Really?
For some reason I thought it'd been like a few days, but I guess it hasn't. I guess it's just been one day so far.
You make me feel like a bath. Oh, you're like
Yeah.
vanilla ice cream. French vanilla ice cream. Yeah.
Cause I want a French kiss ya. Yeah. Do it right now. Do it right now. No, don't wimp out. Oh, shut up.
Laying everybody low.
Yes. Ah, yes. No, 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 no.
Juliet.
I can't imagine life like this. What the heck? Was life actually like this? Were people actually dancing around stores with headphones connected to the walls? I wish we had stores like this. Still, this seems so awesome. Okay, she's like, okay, this weirdo just kissed my feet for no reason.
Bye, Warren.
I'm gonna get you. I'm not
Bye,
playing
punk
this
kid.
time. I'll be back and you'll be sorry.
That voice crack.
Your number, because I'd like to talk to her myself.
Poor Deb.
You're doing a good job, Deb.
That probably means a lot. Doing a good job.
Burko is.
I'm bringing Rex's lunch.
Oh my god, you insane lady.
All right.
He's not worth it. He's not worth the lunch. She having a candlelit dinner with her and Rex. But what about AJ? Does she not like AJ?
I was just thinking how I used to imagine marrying you when you were on the family way.
Okay, weird start. Weird start. Is she testing him? Or did she just not like it? He was kind of gross when he did that though. Let's rock and roll. Like, shut up.
court.
What are you doing here?
No, this is the wrong time. This is the wrong time. This is the wrong time. Sorry, man.
I love her in that skirt, then this must really be it. Corey, I love you.
This is not the time.
I made a total fool out of myself, and I really don't.
You what?
Yes, and I'm not ready for this. Okay.
They're both in shock now. They can both curl up into balls and cry together.
Not like me, the turbo slut. Is that what you mean?
Oh.
What are you saying? That I gotta go
Oh.
do every guy I see?
You certainly seem to enjoy.
They're so mean to each other. Everyone's so mean at the moment.
Family way. It's in the like vinyl section right underneath the glass.
Please.
Okay, what'd I do?
Oh, this guy doesn't know anything. He was just... Oh. Why is she doing this with Rex? Is she doing this to get back at Corey? I hate his face. Oh, is she just gonna make fun of him? I hope she makes fun of him. Pushes him out the door.
That's really nice.
She's trying to be nice to him now.
Don't what?
He's gonna be angry, but she had a reason to say no, and then he has a reason to be angry. It's a mess.
You know it's bullshit.
AJ, you just hurt, man. The person healing in the background.
Mark sucks.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like that guy. He's so fun. He's just a kid. Oh, what? They're actually having sex. I thought that she was gonna be nice. No, she's getting back at Corey, I think. What? In the store? In the middle of the store.
Turn him into the police? Send him to jail? Who do you think that he's gonna come?
Was he getting with Deb to get back at Corey as well? Everyone's getting back at Corey. Poor Corey. Workplace harassment policies. Breach of conduct.
Got a better question for you, Joe. Where's Gina?
Photocopying their butts on the photocopier.
I'll check the storage room.
I'll check the sofa.
I think everyone knows where they are. That's hilarious.
Brought some pizza just in case anyone got hungry. So what's up, man?
I love how oblivious this guy is to everything going on.
What, no applause?
I hate this guy. Yeah, literally destroy him. Kill him. Kill Rex.
Why don't you all just fade away?
Wow, good one. Really good one.
Am I fired?
Have I fired anyone today? No. Why would I start with you?
Good point. Good point.
So no matter what, I could study all night if I was chowing down speed too. You know that.
Oh my god, everyone's getting exposed.
Never mind. No.
Jeez. I've never heard this actress yell before. She's always played roles where she's like whispering. Oh my god. She's getting out of hand. She's turning into the Hulk.
So I guess nobody really has it all together.
Remember what they said at the start? And the guy was pointing to the ground going, this guy doesn't have it all together. This guy doesn't have it all together. You know?
Are you being so nice to me?
Let's save our homework moment.
She's always been a nice person. You've just never given her a chance. The brownies from like the start of the movie. This guy's already on a sugar rush. I don't think you fit in there, Mark. I feel like everyone looks a little different. This movie is so random. This movie is so random, but it's pretty fun, but it's very random.
What I'm trying to say is you and Corey are just not made for each other. She's different than you.
I don't think Corey even really wants to go to Harvard, if I'm being honest. The grade thing that she was talking about at the start of the movie, I don't necessarily think she wants to go.
We're gathered here today to pay our last respects to Deborah. She left us and never said.
Looks like a pretty comfy place to have a nap.
I want to go to art school, but I'm afraid.
Jesus, I hate this funeral.
Yeah, what a lame funeral.
Life, and she's not afraid to be herself.
She's always been there in the shadows. She's just waiting for someone to say something good about her, and then she's like, "Hey, I'm here. I'm back."
High school. You're never gonna be like your mother if you don't want to be like your mother.
See, she always talks like this at every movie, like the.
I did. I wet my bed until I was 10. My mother.
He's like, okay, Lucas, I like it. What the heck? Are you an insane man?
Good try, AJ. Good try. You tried to fool me, man. I'm not that.
This man is insane. What is happening in this movie?
Stop calling me Warren. My name isn't fucking Warren.
His name isn't Warren.
Well, you can't kill me.
So do I get the job?
Shut up, Warren.
$600 left over from the Rex Manning expense camp.
Yes.
Oh, it's about $30 from Deborah's buttons.
From Deborah's buttons.
Call Mitchell.
I think we can work something.
It looks like a sitcom. It literally looks like a sitcom at the moment. The couch, the cast on the couch, the camera angle.
Because we're having a get-together here tonight. There's gonna be free admission, live
Oh,
music.
a gig, a band. Oh my gosh, how did I not expect a band to be the final thing? Gino wants to be in a band. He wants to be in a band. Everyone wants to be in a band. Dude, I'm kind of excited for this. Damn the man. Damn the man.
$80.
What, the man just walked up, gave $80 and left with the painting. Beautiful.
Goes without saying that I'm out.
Well, I wish it had gone without saying, but you don't seem to shut up.
Oh my god, shut up, Mitch.
You don't have the startup capital.
Yes, he does.
No, I don't. But I will. I will.
Yes, he does. No, I don't. I love it. Bum, bum, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. On the roof, that's awesome. I want one of these to happen, just like a street rave party. People just bring stuff. I want this to happen right now. Doesn't even know how to work one of these. Has she rethought her position? Wait, why wouldn't Mitch take the music lad stuff? Does he just want to... Yes, Gina!
Perfect. Well, not entirely perfect.
Yeah, one more thing. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Here's the one more thing. The fourth wall breaks are strange. There's only like 4 or 5 of them. Okay.
I know you don't love me anymore, and I know that I blew it, but at least I know that. And if you don't go
Of course he still loves you. It's the same day. Of course he still loves you.
I'm going to art school. In Boston. So I could be...
With you. Look at that. That was such a good scene. What the heck? You think they're gonna kiss and then she faints. Woo! Woo! Now it's perfect. Oh, what? Okay, they're not kissing. They're just dancing. And they're just dancing. Okay. I feel like they just got the cast onto a roof and said, just dance with each other. And they were all really good friends at this point, and they just started dancing with each other. Back those days. Couldn't buy back those days. Ay. Couldn't buy back those days. Ay, ay, ay. That was a good movie. That was a good movie. It was a very interesting movie. I don't think I've ever seen a movie quite like this movie. But it was fun. It was fun. Wait, what? What? Tobey Maguire was in this movie? Tobey Maguire was in this movie?
I mean, the out with the old, in with the new kind.
Evolution's a bad thing. Of primus is what's gonna...
Is this an extended cut or something? Like a deleted scene?
But that's like money, you know.
No, it's not about money.
What?
It's talking about money.
There's a car crash and they don't even flinch. What is happening? See what I say when this is the strangest movie you've ever seen in your life? And that was my reaction to Empire Records, the 1995 romance comedy not really a musical. I thought it was going to be a musical. I thought the characters were going to be singing like their own songs. Was not the case. But romance comedy starring like 1,000 people, like Liv Tyler, Robin Tunney, I don't know, Johnny Whitworth, Rory Cochrane, Ethan Embry, Renee Zellweger. You know, there was just so many people in this movie. Before I'd like to start this review, there's just one thing I have to say. If this video is on YouTube, then I am very happy because I feel like this is going to be a very tough video to put onto YouTube. So I am very sorry if there are a lot of weird edits, if there's no sound in a lot of the clips, because there's a lot of copyrighted music in this movie, and it is also a Warner Brothers movie, and Warner Brothers is horrible at just copywriting, at least for me, my videos. Every time I post a movie that is by Warner Brothers or produced or distributed by Warner Brothers, it gets taken down, and I have to put it up like 4 or 5 times and re-edit it 4 or 5 times before it goes up. That combined with the amount of music in this movie is going to make it a very difficult upload. So hopefully you stuck with me. I hope it wasn't too annoying or the image quality wasn't too bad or anything like that. I'm going to try my best to make it as best as possible. I always try and do that, but sometimes I just have to make it like almost invisible. Like the screen has to be like just like stuff everywhere so that the algorithm doesn't really see that the movie is in the background, if you know what I mean. Anyways, getting to the review now. Thank you so much if you did stick around, though. It does mean a lot. Getting to the review now, I'm just going to talk about the reviews very quickly because I like to do that when I talk about the movie, because I search up the cast and the reviews are right there. So the reviews for this movie, 6.7 out of 10 on IMDb and 31% on Rotten Tomatoes. So it really seems like audiences like this movie more than critics. And that kind of makes sense in my opinion. This movie is definitely not for everyone. This movie probably has a very great sense of nostalgia attached to it. If you watch this movie in the 90s, you're probably gonna like it now if you rewatch it. But for critics, there's a lot of things that you could have issue with this movie, and critics look for those issues, so I can see why it's at a 30%, unfortunately. But 6.7 I say is a pretty good score for this movie. Honestly, that's probably around what I would give it myself. I enjoyed this movie quite a bit. We're gonna get into the music first and then everything else. So starting off with the music, the soundtrack to this movie was absolutely amazing. It was so much fun. Obviously, there was not a lot of soundtrack in this movie, I don't think. Not a lot of orchestral score, which is something I'm way better at talking about, even though I still know nothing about music. But there was a lot of, again, like this copyrighted, licensed music, and I think it fit the scene so perfectly. Obviously, they're working in a record store, so they have the ability to play these songs and for it to make sense in the scene. And I thought the song choices that they picked were really good. Some of them worked very well with the scene at hand, or the character motivations within a scene, or the story with a scene. Like there was one song that was about money, like losing a lot of money, I think, in a part of the movie where they were talking about losing a lot of money. So that was really good. There was also a lot of great musical cues and like sound cues, I guess, which doesn't really go into music. That's more sound effects, but still sort of sound area. Like there was this one time where I think it was Mark, right? It was Mark, and he was thinking, and a clock went tick, 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 and then went ding as he realized it. That was just a really neat little sound effect that they added in. Yeah, I thought this movie was very creative and used the licensed songs and the sound effects very, very well. Getting into the thing that I found most interesting about this movie, though, was, well, first of all, this movie was not like really anything that I've seen before. It was very weird, and it kind of felt very all over the place, but I still really enjoyed it, and I don't understand why I enjoyed it for some reason. I thought it was just a lot of fun. The characters were fun, the music was fun, the ending was really good, which may have helped a lot, but this movie just felt very chaotic, and it felt like a theatrical performance. I said it a few times in my reaction to this movie, that sometimes it would feel like a theatrical performance. It felt like I was watching a Broadway play that was being filmed, or sometimes even it felt like I was watching a sitcom, which was also very, very strange. Whenever they were in the back room on the couch, and there were shots where like all the characters were there behind the couch, and the camera would do like this like 3-point camera angle, and I was like, this literally feels like I'm watching The Big Bang Theory or Friends or something like that. It feels like a sitcom. But a lot of the other times it felt like a theatrical performance. Characters walking up to the camera and screaming at the camera, singing at the camera, characters walking around being all dramatic. Just the way that the camera work was used, and the way that the actors, especially whenever Lucas was on screen, whenever the actors were present, and just the mannerisms that they were using acting, not every character, but Lucas and Mark especially, whenever they were on screen, it felt like I was watching a theatrical performance. When the other characters were on screen, it felt more so like a movie. They were acting more regularly, more just like regular human beings. But Lucas was definitely a mix between Spock, Bob Ross, and some other guy like Sheldon or something from The Big Bang Theory. And for some reason, he was just so dramatic, but also so like wise for some reason. And then when he'd speak into the camera, or whenever he'd just walk around in general, it felt like he was putting on a performance on Broadway on a stage instead of in front of cameras. It was just something that I was like, this is so strange, but it didn't like make me hate the movie. I just thought it was like a very strange choice. And maybe it was a play before the movie, which would make sense to me. Like if it was a play before the movie, it would not have surprised me. But if it is just a movie and it's the way that it's shot, I thought it was a little weird the way it was shot. But again, it did not like take away any of my enjoyment from the movie. I just noticed it and went, this is just like different, you know? It's just, I've never seen a movie that was filmed like this before, unless it was a Broadway play before, you know, becoming a movie. Another issue I had with the movie, I guess that was not an issue. That was just something that I noticed about the camera work and stuff. Yeah, pretend I didn't say that. That was not an issue about the movie at all. It was just something interesting that I pointed out. But an issue that I had with the movie was that it was set in one day. And I know that the whole point of the movie is for them to kind of like get money so that Empire Records can stay alive and stuff like that, and then there's other things that happen in the movie. That's the point of the movie. But the point of the movie is kind of just to like see these characters, see this group of like weirdos, if you know what I mean, like these weirdo group of people, very stereotypical like emo grunge people, you know, like just they had all the stereotypes in one room, and just see how they interact with each other for a day, see how they work with each other for a day. So it was a very interesting premise, but I think having it take place in one day, while it is very cool and it worked, I thought it didn't work as well as taking place over multiple days or months even, because there's not enough time to develop characters in one day. Yes, we understand bits and pieces about a character, but a character isn't going to go full backstory mode to other characters on this one specific day. You know what I mean? That needs to take time, that needs to take effort. Like an audience member has to evolve and learn and grow with the character through the passage of time instead of just throughout one day. And it is very hard to make strong characters in a 1 day, 1 hour, 30-minute movie, if you know what I mean. And so I think that was my biggest flaw, is that there were so many characters in this movie and all of the characters were so fun. I didn't really connect to any of them because there was no backstory for them, because I knew almost nothing about them. We knew about Deborah the most, but that was it. That was like the extent of our knowledge. We knew that Liv Tyler's character Corey was going to Harvard. We knew that AJ was in love with Liv Tyler and wanted to go to an art school to be with her. We knew that Gina wanted to be a singer, but we didn't really know them. We just knew like this very basic level. Besides Deborah, which we knew a little bit more in depth, we knew a very surface level thing about every single character, but that's not enough for me, at least, to connect to these characters. So that was my biggest issue with the movie, is that the script did not allow any time for us to connect with every character individually, especially again because there are so many characters. And yes, because there are so many characters, you're not going to be able to connect to all of them. You have to pick and choose. But in this movie, they did not pick and choose. They kind of just gave everyone a surface level quality. Some of them, aka one of them, Deborah, a little bit more depth, and then they just kind of left it. And so, especially with Corey and AJ, I did not buy the relationship. I never once really thought that they were in love with each other. The movie basically told me that they were in love with each other, and I went, okay, they're in love with each other, I'll roll with it. But I never would have thought that they were in love with each other until the movie told me, because there was no showing, there was just telling and telling and telling. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I think that's my biggest issue with the movie. The rest of the movie was really, really fun. I thought all of the actors did a great job. I'm going to get to the actors in a second. Again, the movie itself, the way it was filmed was very unique, and it just made me very interested. I'm like, why did they film it like this? Why is it making it look like a sitcom, and now why are they making it look like a Broadway play? But I thought it was very interesting, and I did enjoy it. And then the music as well was absolutely stunning, and then the ending of the movie as well, just, I don't know why, it just made me so happy. As soon as they put on the performances and they were singing on the roof and stuff, all the way to when the credits rolled and the credits finished rolling, because there was that thing during the credits as well, that whole segment, it was like 10 minutes long, was just, it just made me so happy, and I don't know why. It's just like, just a feel-good ending to this movie. Okay, getting into the cast now. I'm not going to talk about all the cast because there's like 1,000 people in the cast. I'm probably only going to talk about Rory Cochrane as Lucas, Johnny Whitworth as AJ, Robin Tunney as Deborah. I'm so bad at pronouncing names. I hope if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you probably know that I'm bad at pronouncing names. And Liv Tyler as Corey Mason. I'm going to talk about them. Everyone else was great. Like Renee Zellweger, whatever her last name is, as Gina was amazing. Ethan Embry as Mark was amazing. Like Anthony, who played Joe was such an amazing character. For some reason I didn't like him at the start, and then I started to grow to like him. I thought he was great. I loved him. I wanted him to be my manager. I thought he did a great job. Maxwell Caulfield as Rex. I hated Rex, but I thought that he did a great job playing this hateable guy. I just hated him, and I wanted him to leave, and I'm so glad he left and never came back. It was just like a yes moment, you know? But Rory Cochrane as Lucas, I thought was amazing. Again, a mix between Bob Ross, Spock, and what's-his-face, Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory, but I thought he played that very, very well. I loved the turtleneck costume that he had. I loved just his personality. I loved the way he delivered his lines. He was very, like, analytical about it, but also seemingly wise for some reason, and also seemingly optimistic for a lot of his line deliveries, which was very interesting, especially because everyone else was not very optimistic about a lot of things. So it was cool to see him be optimistic, even though he's the very analytical one. I don't know, it was very interesting. I thought he did a very good job. Johnny Whitworth as AJ, I think he's supposed to be more of like the main character in a way. Everyone is kind of a main character, but I feel like AJ, Corey, and Deborah were kind of the main characters in this movie. Although AJ was definitely not my favorite character. I felt like he was a little bit bland. He kind of lacked some personality that I thought that like Lucas or Mark or Gina or Deborah or Corey had. I think Corey maybe kind of on the same level as AJ, actually, now that I think about it. But I'll get to Corey later. But I thought AJ overall was a good character. I thought he was fun. He had, like, when he was gluing pennies and stuff, I was like, why the heck are you doing this? You're a demon. But besides that, I thought he was kind of bland when put next to the rest of this amazing cast of characters. Robin Tunney as Deborah. I really enjoyed Deborah. I really enjoyed her character. I thought she had the most depth to her character. She was definitely a character that you felt the most emotions over. At least I felt the most emotions over. I really wanted to see her kind of not turn her life around, but just kind of start to feel a little bit better about the world, and I think she did by the end of the movie, and that just made me very, very happy. I don't know, I really enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it. I loved how nice she was to Corey when Corey was feeling down, even though she has always been feeling down like her whole life, and I thought that was a very good representation of someone who is feeling like that, because they're always willing to help other people and put the other people before themselves, even if they've been feeling bad for longer. They're just better at kind of hiding it in a way, if you know what I mean. So I thought she did a great job as that. And finally, Liv Tyler as Corey Mason. Kind of thought her character was a little boring. Just like AJ, I thought they didn't have as much personality per se. They were definitely the most normal people of the group, I think. But I think AJ was a little bit more normal than Corey. Corey definitely had some moments of flair. But overall, I thought Corey was kind of the more normal person in the group along with AJ, which makes sense why they're together, because they're kind of like a yin to the yang, if you know what I mean. They're both normal people. But putting against everyone else, all these extreme personalities, all these extreme stereotypes of personalities in the group, they kind of just, especially Corey and AJ, they kind of just rubbed off as kind of more boring people, and I would have rather to see other characters on screen, more energetic, more eccentric characters on screen, because they were more fun to watch. They were more entertaining. You never knew what they were going to do, whereas Corey and AJ were just kind of like, you kind of knew what they were going to do because they were normal people. But I thought Liv Tyler still did a great job, and this was one of my favorite performances she's been on. I've never seen her raise her voice before like she did in this movie, so that was very fun, because all the other movies I've listened to or watched, I guess, she's always like whispering her lines. So it was very fun to see her yell, because I've just never seen that before. Anyways, that is my reaction and review to Empire Records. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me, supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. Yeah, I did really like this movie. I just thought that the script was kind of weak, and that it kind of felt very chaotic with everything going on, and I didn't really feel like there was any depth, like very much substantial depth to the characters. But besides that, I loved the music. I thought the camera work was really interesting and a very unique style for a film like this, and I thought the actors did a great job with the characters that they had. Anyways, yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you for my next movie reaction.